Hello everybody, it's SuffolkBlue all the way from merry old England. How the devil are you? I hope you're well. Welcome back to Starmade, welcome back to Altez Prime. So, what we're ready to do, as you can see, we have now covered the whole of our pentagon, of our planet surface on this side, with grey hull. That was the base coat really to put the start of our main base on. It's quite interesting, a lot of the other players, do go and check out all the other players that are playing this. There's links in the description of this video so you can go and have a look. But a lot of them are now planning on doing star bases. And I'm not sure, I think I might be the only one that's doing some sort of large-scale planetary base, but I'm not 100%. But anyway, they're mainly focusing on the whole starbase affair. This is the ship that we built last time. This is the Imperial mining ship for the Altez Republic. I have added a second row at the bottom there now, and I've also, if I go up here and jump, you can also see that I've slaved in some of these cannons as well, because obviously in order to make the whole slaving a weapons cannon work, you need to slave in some of those as well. So all of those now put together. It's quite the machine actually, it does quite a good job. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 salvaging cannon are used, although these ones are not slaved because I wanted to, or do not have a cannon sort of extra bit, because I wanted to maintain the design. And I looked at this and I kept thinking, this seems really familiar, but I can't think where it's come from. It actually looks like it's come from, for me, it's come from an old 1980s show called V, and this is very much like the sort of shape and feel of one of the V transports. Go and have a look at the 1984 V series. Go and have a look at that. So let's come back. Actually, I'll probably put a little picture on the screen, is what I normally do, don't I? So I'll do that for that one. Let's go and have a look over here then. So what are we going to do? I have been busy collecting resources with the mining ship and doing everything that I needed to do. As you can see, I've moved everything over here now. We have a little cargo-y area. This is what cargo looks like when it's starting to fill up. And if I click on R, you can see that we have lots of stuff in here. In fact, we have 33,000 grey hull units. So we're going to take all of those out for what we're about to have a go and do. And straight away you can see all that cargo has dropped back down just to those 4. So if we put that back in, does that all go back the way it was? It does. There you go. Isn't that clever? Isn't that really clever dynamic, really? Make cargo sort of look a bit more realistic in that sense. So this is our build block. We're going to hit R on this and take us into a build mode. We can now rise up and I can show you the whole of it. That is not straight. I don't know what happened over there, but it's sort of, it's okay. It's natural enough. So there we go. This is our build surface. Looks pretty good. Let's come down here and let's think about this over here. So what we're going to do, so this is the build options. It's a bit like building a spaceship, only we can use it to build stuff on the ground. Let's go to control and go to build helper. I want an ellipsoid, and I'm going to want that axis to be, I think, 85. That one to be 85 as well, to make it circular. The radius, I think we could probably get away with 50 or 60. 60. Plonk that down, and there it is. Now, isn't that clever? Isn't that clever? Let's head up in the air. So a bit like I can't think what it's called. The architect block from Open Blocks, which you can use. If we just come out here, we can get a feel of just how big this structure will be once it's built, just by flying backwards and having a little look. Because it might be, and actually, if you hold shift, you can travel quicker. That's about right. It's about right. You can see it's a huge structure. Lovely. And what I'm thinking in my head, we need to put on the planes, don't we? How do I do that again? How do I come here? That's north, is it? Okay. So control X and Y plane is there. That plane is there. And now that should have made it all go. If we come out here, you can see that we've now got the planes on, which basically means we can see where the middles are. And what this means, as I understand it, if I have a look, I should now be able to build just 1/4 of these, and it will start building. Shall we have a go? Shall we see what happens? So from here, hold on, let's get a block on. Yeah, look on the other side. You can see that it's sort of being completed. Oops, as we go. If we get it wrong, we can take it away. Have a little look. And if we come over here, yeah, So it's filling that in. I don't know whether it's doing it onto the side. It might be we have to do half. Oh no, look at, of course it is. Look at that, beautiful. So I only really have to build 1/4 of these domes, whereas in Minecraft I probably need to build an entire dome. So I'm going to have to spend a lot of time building this dome. I think what we'll do is, rather than have you sitting here watching me do this, which is just going to be an absolute killer, as you can see, because I can't even get the blocks in the right place, is I will go away and we'll do this, and in actual fact I will do a speedy up motion jobby. Let's just see how long does it take us to finish one of these though. Oops, let's come up a little bit, because it's quite a fiddly design, these domes, and you've got to see whether or not I haven't missed any, which is good. I was a little bit worried about that, as whether I was going to miss some, because domes are a pain, as I know very well at my cost for Minecraft. So let's... Ooh. It's where the cursor goes you've got to look out for. Don't look for where the block is. Look for where the cursor goes. And actually, as soon as you start changing, that's really clever. As soon as you start changing your perspective, so rather than looking at, don't look at the cube is completely not the thing you want to be looking at. You want to be looking at that circle. Providing you're looking at that circle, it does become much easier and quicker to start placing, those blocks down. I did get that right. So let's go and just do this one line. We'll have a look, and then we'll do a time-lapse, super speed, warp factor 9 type of thing. 2, 3, 4, 5. We must be nearly there. We are nearly there for that first row. That's pretty exciting. 2, 3, and we've used, I don't know how many, because I didn't check at the beginning. I should have done that really, but it doesn't matter. 4, 5, 6, 7. There it is. The first one of our many rings that we're going to do on this is laid, and it didn't take too long. So if you are ready, prepare. I'll find some necessarily funky music, hopefully to go with the speedy up emotion jobby that's about to happen. So if you'd like to sit back, enjoy, get a coke, or some snacks, and we'll go super speed. See you in a bit.
All massive.
And we have a visitor, ladies and gentlemen. Here comes Aylad. Oh, look at him! Look what he's managed to make there. Isn't that just amazing? Oh my god, that is amazing. Ho ho ho. He's made Santa Claus. That is just astonishingly good. He's even got Rudolph with a red nose. Look at that. Look at that, everybody. That is a little piece of amazement. He is as clever as anyone on this server. Here he comes, down he comes, nice and flat landing. Ooh, you want to try and get them level if you can. Here he is! It's Aylad! Look at him! There we go. Yes, here we are, guys. We're online with Aylad. Say hi, Aylad, man.
Hello.
This is an amazing piece of work. This is. When I saw it coming through the sky, it was weird because I was building. When I saw it coming through the sky, all you could see to start off with was like the rains that were like glowing.
Yeah.
And I honestly thought, is he firing at me already? Because I'm on a faction base, so that ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
How long did this take you to make, man?
Knocked it out yesterday morning.
No way. I would never have thought of putting plants as antlers either. That is well wicked and cool. Let's have a look.
Yeah, I was pretty pleased with it.
Yeah, you damn right you should be. Let's get up here and have a look. So what we've got up here then, we've got, for all the presents, we've got some power capacitors, power reactors. What are the red ones?
The red ones are stop. That's why it's hovering instead of being drawn down by gravity.
Ah, and what are they called?
Stop modules.
Stop modules. That would be really useful for what I'm thinking about over here in this base, and I didn't realise they had those.
Yeah.
So, let's have a look at the controls.
Then the green is overdrive, so it goes faster.
Awesome. And you got your jump drive. So whereabouts, because you jumped over here really, really quickly.
Yeah, I'm about maybe 100 kilometers away. It's really not bad. It took me a couple of jumps plus some fly time, but...
What's your faction called?
Imperium Ilurum.
Ah, so are you the ones that have taken two together?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's the one. That's where Aylad is, over here. And this green bit, I'm just showing my viewers on the map. They come from over there. Amazing. So you knocked this up, because I have to say, I've only managed to make one ship so far that I've managed to keep, because unfortunately I lost a load of them. I love the fact that I can, whoops, pull straight through the middle there. But I would never have thought of building. And you've got the, oh, and look, everybody, he's got the slabs. Look at them. I haven't made any slabs yet. I've not used them, which is weird because I'm like the microblocks king in Minecraft.
I love the slabs.
But yeah, look at them, and you can do them either side, either way. What are those orange things? Activate signal, delays. Oh, that's what makes all the rains attached then, is it?
Yeah, I just linked them together and it draws the pipes.
That is good news. Look at that. How many's he got? 2, 4, 6, 8. He's got the right number and everything.
Yeah.
he knows his Christmas poems. And look at Rudolph with the bright red nose. That is, and he's got a camera at the front so you can see at the front.
Yeah.
And you're visiting all of us, are you, one by one?
Everyone I get a chance to before Christmas. Not being the real Santa, it's going to be hard to make the rounds, but
yeah. Yeah, but you've got overdrive, man. Santa doesn't have overdrive.
Yeah.
That is amazing piece of work, dude. Amazing.
Thank you. I love this base, man. You've got the beginnings of a serious dome going on here.
Yep. So it's going to be 85 by 85, 60 blocks high. The central part is going to have a column, which is going to be about 30 by 30 round, going all the way up to the ceiling. At the top of that column is going to be a glass dome. It's like the observation deck, and in there will be grass and trees and rivers and lakes, all that sort of stuff.
Very cool.
Underneath that, we're going to knock out each four corners, if you like, of the dome, which is strange to say four corners of a dome, but you know what I mean. So those four archways either side will be knocked out to make landing bays, and you'll actually fly into the dome at the bottom.
That is going to be awesome.
and then you'll land on special landing pads. We're going to have some grates above. We're going to have about 5 floors or 5 decks, including the main sort of command deck, and the central column is going to be full of power and reactor. It's going to be a central reactor, but that's not all. Underneath this, because we're actually at an artificial height, so underneath this is what I'm calling the Undercity, and that's going to be built like a sort of ramshackled, like criminals and like ramshackled huts and shacks and stuff, and that's where all the undesirables live.
Very cool.
It's going to be cool. It's taken a long time to get this, to build this bit. I was actually recording and just starting to do like a time lapse of building this dome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's going to take several days for me to build this dome. This ain't going to be.
I guess
this ain't going to be a time lapse job.
Yeah. I hope you're using the advanced build helper.
I am absolutely using the advanced build helper, which was great because I watched one of Digi's videos and saw how that will work. So I've now got me X planes and me, all them sets. So I'm only building 1/4 of this dome, but even that's going to take me a couple of days to do, I think.
Yeah, it is.
It's a big job.
Yeah, it's awesome though.
Thanks. A lot of work to do, and then I'm not quite sure how I'm going to decorate the inside. I know what I want to do on the ground because I want to have like, that yellow stripy armor stuff that you can make. I want to sort of block off some particular areas which are actual landing bays, and then look at building in some factories and resource, some cargo areas, and put some shops in there maybe as well.
Very cool.
Should be cool. Should be fun.
Right on.
Awesome, dude.
Well, I'll let you get back to it, but thanks for letting me stop in and pay you a visit.
but where's my present, man?
Hang on. I got something here, I'm sure.
So you can't be Santa Claus and you can't turn up in people's bases with reindeers and flying sleighs without presents, man. That's sort of how it works.
Here, have some power.
Oh, good man. We'll take that. 100 power. That's exactly what I need. Good man.
Right on.
We'll watch you take off again. Let's go and watch him take off, guys, and we'll get back on to, and I'll talk a little bit more about building all this up. Here we go. He's got to get back in the sleigh, which is hovering. I think Santa has that problem, mate. Do you want a lift?
I got it.
There he goes.
Let's see.
Oh, that's awesome. And he's got a little seat and everything.
All right. Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas to all.
Off he pops. And he's gone. Amazing. He'll just jump straight to this then. Have a good Christmas, Aylad, man. Good to speak to you, dude.
Yeah, you too.
Well, following on from Aylad, who very thankfully popped in as Santa Claus, you can see around us that we have done a goodly amount of this so far, but there's lots more to do. It is easy to do it on one side, but actually what I found is the actual squares and the frames that they give you, it becomes quite almost difficult to see and quite hypnotic actually after a while trying to fit these in. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm not going to force this issue tonight to try and do it, and I'm also wondering whether or not I want to build a full grey dome, or actually whether I want to put like 4 panels in there of like glass that would be able to see out, but I'm not 100% set on that idea because I want this to be quite it's like a hangar, like a giant like Imperial City hangar, but I'm a little bit dubious about that, so I'll have to think about that. But I don't think for today I'm going to do any more because my eyes were starting just to give up the ghost a little bit. So we'll do this a step at a time. I will carry on off camera. Obviously you're not going to watch me make the whole of this dome until we've got the dome done, but as I said to Aylad, then after that there will be a central column here, which was the next part of the base to put in. We'll start looking at laying some decks in, and then we have to cut through and actually make our hangar entrances and start to divide up and plan how this whole base is going to work almost with the flow of traffic, because obviously as ships come in they're going to need to, it's quite difficult to fly them, but pilot them in, land them down on rails, get them all secure within the Imperial City here. So I'm going to carry on over the course of the next week or so doing that. Obviously Christmas is coming up, as you just saw, because Aylad is doing the rounds, so hopefully we'll get another video out before Christmas for Starmade, but not 100% sure. We'll see how we get on. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. I know that there was a large section of basically just music in the middle there whilst we were doing this, but I wanted to try and get as much of it done as possible so you could get a feel of the scale of what this dome is going to look like, but hopefully now you're starting to see that. So I hope you enjoyed that. It's some music actually that I found online I'll put a note in the description as to where I got that piece of music from. It was a free download and free to use, so thanks very much for them for making it. But from me, from SuffolkBlue, from Starmade, thanks very much for watching. If you've liked this, please leave a like. It means the world to me to get some feedback from you guys. As I say, and we're making some progress. Do pop down into the description, have a look at what everybody else is doing, including Aylad and Digi and all the others that are playing Starmade. But from me, from here at Atlas Prime, Atlas Altez Prime even, you take care of yourselves. I'll see you next time.